Okay, welcome back to Trade Review Thursday. Saya telah tanya dalam Academy which setup you guys nak review, and a lot of you voted for Hype. So Hype was one of our top setup untuk last week. I think we got a massive 11x, maybe even 12x for Hype. So very good, very massive trade. Actually kita enter dua kali. I believe we entered dua kali. Kali pertama kita exit sebab market berjumpa dengan resistance ya. So we close Hype early sebab Bitcoin sedang berjumpa dengan resistance. But then we re-entered Hype again here on the 22nd of May, 8 p.m. and it gave us a really good profit. Okay, so Hype, it's actually a very simple continuation setup. Let's break it down step by step supaya you guys pun boleh cari setup macam ini juga. Now, if you guys suka video macam ni, make sure you guys subscribe, comment dan like video ini. Dan kalau you guys nak tengok cara saya trade step by step, everything I share, profit, loss, stop loss, break even, whatever, everything saya share transparently dalam Kaizen Crypto Academy. You guys boleh tekan link di bawah, and we are using Wix to trade. So if you guys nak buka account Wix, link saya akan letak di bawah juga. It is my referral link, so you guys akan support saya juga. Now, let's take a look at Hype. So quite a simple strategy. First thing, kita dah determine that Hype is currently outperforming the market. Maksudnya, cara nak tahu kalau sebuah coin sedang outperform the market ialah tengok je cara dia bergerak berbanding Bitcoin. So contoh, biasanya kebanyakan altcoin akan bergerak mengikut Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin is going up, Bitcoin is going up, Bitcoin going up, altcoin lain pun sepatutnya naik juga. But you can really see which coin lebih kuat bila Bitcoin buat reversal, bila dia dump. Okay, altcoin lain you tengok which one will follow dump, which one akan maintain, maybe dia dump sikit tapi dia boleh maintain di support, dan which coin dump teruk, yang dump berhabis lah, yang obviously sangat-sangat lemah, very weak. So from here you boleh kategorikan which coin yang okay, bolehlah follow Bitcoin, which coin yang boleh bertahan, yang lebih kuat, dan which coin yang extremely weak. And from here you can find which are the strong coins you want to trade, atau kalau you nak short pun boleh juga, right? So we can clearly see that Hype has been outperforming Bitcoin and a lot of altcoins for this whole month, right? So apa kita buat? Very simple. We wait for consolidation. This was a huge consolidation di higher time frame. I think 4-hour time frame, this was a very sebuah range yang sangat-sangat jelas. Kita dapat sebuah breakout sini. So apa kita buat? Kita tunggu saja dia buat pullback, and kita sambung buy untuk follow the trend. Itu sahaja. So this is the 1-hour time frame. Kita nampak ada very clear breakout di sini. Right, dia telah break key structure ni. Kalau dia break ini, it's okay. Kalau dia break ini, okay juga. Tapi kalau dia break 1, 2, 3, 4 structure, yeah, and this key structure, right, in this whole range, this is the highest point. So dia telah break ini dengan sangat jelas. Kalau you tengok cara dia breakout, tengok okay, we zoom in a bit. This was the most recent structure. Dia telah break sini, right, dia telah break dengan imbalance yang jelas. So a very clean breakout also, and we also got a retest back. Dia telah retest balik. Tengok candle merah datang balik, dia test balik level ni, and then dia sambung. Okay, but look, tengok di mana candle merah bermula. Satu candle merah bermula sini, satu lagi candle merah bermula sini, which lines up very nicely with this resistance. So we can see ini telah memberi cabaran sikit lah kepada price. So when price managed to break out, we know that this is something very strong, right? Sebab this is a key structure. Dia telah cabar satu kali, dua kali, akhirnya breakout. So price is really going to move, right? Price is really going to move. Tambahan lagi, consolidation dah sangat-sangat lama. Okay, so from here, very simply, kita cari pullback. So I think I executed this on 15 minute. Bukan ni. 15 minutes. Okay, so hype 15 minutes. Okay, apa kita buat? So you see, when you break it down, you boleh tengok pullback dengan lebih jelas. So apa kita sedang tunggu momentum slow down sikit. Tengok di sini momentum kuat. Dari candle kecil, dia jadi candle besar, lebih besar, lebih besar. Dalam sini tak ada candle merah pun. Right, but here we see ada candle merah mula datang. So we know momentum is starting to slow down. Right, tengok dia mula sideways. Ya, dia mula sideways. Okay. Now, what we do is, kita tunggu saja sebuah pullback. So, tarik Fibonacci and you can get your pullback range. So, kalau kita tarik sini, memang sangat jauh lah dia perlu pullback ke sini. Right, so, for me, I think we miss that opportunity. So, saya tarik di swing yang terbaru. Right, sebab ini benda sama juga. Sideways, breakout, and then we wanna pull back and continuation. Same thing but on a lower time frame. Okay, so kita tarik Fibonacci sini. Right, and we're just waiting for price to come back to one of our levels. Now level Fib ni biasanya kalau trend kuat dia hanya akan pull back ke 038 atau 05. Right, then dia akan sambung. Okay. Kalau ideally kita nak dia pull back pada 618. That's the best level. Tapi kadang-kadang dalam trend yang kuat kita tak dapat pull back ke 618. Okay, 786 is the last hope. Sebab 786 ni dah 70% of your swing pattern. So this is the last hope. Kalau dia break ke bawah 786, that means maybe trend is starting to reverse. Dia dah menunjukkan kelemahan. Okay, so what I was doing for is I was just waiting for price to create a pullback. Tapi saya tak tahu level mana sebab sekarang trend kuat. Ideally saya nak di 618. Right, so what you can do is you can use additional confirmation. Right, so what I did was here you can see saya telah menggunakan MACD indicator. Okay, so MACD bila ada sebuah breakout, you akan tengok dia move, dia breakout, tengok dia breakout, and then when it pulls back, price will come down back to the MACD line. The zero line, iaitu garisan tengah ni, right? Garisan kosong. So we just wait for price to come back. Okay, tengok dia sedang datang balik to the zero line, and we want the zero line to act like a support, di mana garisan MACD dengan garisan signal boleh bounce di zero line. So we're waiting for something like this to happen. Kita nak dia bounce. Okay, so this also gives us an idea of where we could potentially enter. So kalau kita dapat sebuah MACD flip, dia flip dan dia bounce, berlaku dalam golden pocket, macam ni, that is beautiful. Right, beautiful. Sebab kita dapat entry yang cantik, kita ada extra confirmation. So now we already have our zone yang kita nak cari, which is one of the Fib levels, right? Dan kita ada entry confirmation. So we have our point of interest, which is the Fib zones, ideally 618 and 786. Now we're just waiting for our entry confirmation. So tengok cara kita break down trade ni, right? Kita dah buat overall analysis high time frame 1 hour tadi. Kita nampak price ranging, kemudian price breakout. So then we go down to lower time frame untuk cari continuation of the trend. Di lower time frame, kita cari point of interest, right, which is currently our Fib levels. Kemudian dari point of interest, kita tunggu entry. Right, so we are breaking down our trading plan into steps. Right, kita bukan terus enter bila nampak candle hijau. We break it down. Sebab kita nak market follow kita punya plan, barulah kita execute our plan. Okay, so we entered at what time? We entered at 8 PM. 8 PM. Mana 8 PM? Here. Yeah, I think about here. Ya, sini kita enter awal sebab saya nampak sini nampak macam dah ada rejection, right? Tapi MACD belum flip, right? Masih jauh sikit. But I did not want to miss this opportunity. So mungkin ada sedikit FOMO lah dalam trade ini sebab trend sangat kuat. I didn't want to miss the opportunity, so saya telah enter bila saya nampak rejection di golden pocket dan bermula dia masuk high volume candle. Okay, but of course berlakunya floating sedikit, right? Floating, kita bertahan, and look what happened. Once the MACD flip, MACD flip di sini. Once the MACD flip, price terus fly. Okay, so kita enter di sini, price terus fly. So very good trade. Could have waited a bit longer, but kalau kita tunggu MACD flip di sini, maybe we would have entered about here. So it would have been a slightly higher entry lah. Tapi apa-apa pun, dua-dua akan dapat profit juga. And this was one of our biggest trades. Kalau kita tengok, dia terus fly. So the momentum was extremely strong. Right, tengok. Dia sambung je, dia terus fly. That's why I'm saying that sometimes, kalau you tengok high time frame, tengok, price tak pull back pun ke level fib. Dia tak sampai pun 38. Right, kalau kita tarik sini, let's see. Sini, okay. Di sini tengok. Sekejap, saya buang semua ni. Oops. Okay, sini tengok . Dia hanya pull back ke 38, sambung fly lagi. So sometimes this kita tak dapat entry di 618 when the trend is very strong. Okay. So that's why kita telah gunakan MACD 15 minute untuk membantu sikit dapat confirmation untuk entry tu. Okay, so this is just to break down the trade for you guys. I hope you guys learn something new from this. Kalau you guys nak lebih banyak video macam ni, make sure you guys comment di bawah, subscribe and like the video. Kalau you guys nak tengok lagi sekali, if you guys want to see exactly how I trade, everything is in the Kaizen Academy. Kalau tak nak join Kaizen Academy, you guys boleh join the free Telegram community where I do share analysis dan sebagainya. Okay, so semua link saya akan letak di bawah. Itu saja untuk video kali ini. See you guys in the next video.